Your court television news starting now.
Good evening, everybody, and hold on. Good Lord, that looks horrible. Jeez Louise. All right, there we go. That should be a little bit better. Yes, a lot. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a breaking news update on the Njcourts TV news channel. I am your host, the Grinch tonight, Njcourts. You're a mean one, Njcourts. Yes, I am. Sometimes, but generally I'm very nice all the time, especially if you know me, all right? But welcome to all my friends. I know it was kind of a late notice. As a matter of fact, I was planning on coming on a little bit earlier, but if you followed me on my morning stream, we made a little pumpkin pie dessert, but we infused it with a little bit of some cannabis butter, and I had a piece. And yeah, I fell asleep for most of the afternoon, so I apologize. But I must say that pumpkin pie, mwah, and it hits. Oh, yes, it does. But if you're interested in the recipe or catching that live stream, just in case you missed it, it is not under the live section. I had to just make a little edit to the stream. And because I did that, I didn't realize that it moved it into the just regular video section of the Njcourts TV channel. So in case you're looking for that live stream from this morning, it is under the video section of the Njcourts TV channel, not the live section. All right. But as you saw in the thumbnail, we are going to be moving forward with some news tonight. First off, I have finally received from the FOIA request that I put in weeks ago a police report having to do with the incident related to Action Man's arrest, a.k.a. Aaron Travis by his public legal name. So we're going to go over that incident report. Now, a lot of the stuff has been redacted, but I'm going to share it with you. I've got about 7 pages of what was a 14-page report. What it will confirm is what we thought was the incident that got him in trouble and the charge of, I believe it's an assault charge that he's facing. As a matter of fact, let me just verify that right now. It was the offense that he is now facing is engaging in organized criminal activity, which is a felony degree offense. This offense date stemmed from September 27th. We shared a little bit of what we thought was the video from his live stream that possibly got him in this trouble. And I think we're going to be able to confirm that, yes, that was the incident once we read this incident report. I'll also share with you the case info because tomorrow is going to be Action Man's, I believe, second hearing, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go over to the case info. Yes, he had, well, hold on. Oh, shit. Looks like they canceled tomorrow. So they've actually, yeah, they canceled tomorrow's hearing. That's why I wanted to talk about him tonight. But either way, I got the incident report or the police report today. So we'll share that. But it looks like they canceled his first appearance, which was scheduled for tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. And it looks like they've now rescheduled a hearing for December 16th. And this one is labeled as an unindicted first designation at 9 a.m. All right. So I'll share this info with you. We'll take a look at the case info again. I've already shared that with you once, but we'll look at it twice. But what you haven't seen is the police report. So we're going to look at that together here first. And then we're going to move over to the Charles Marlowe case update, supposedly based on a what do they call them? Instagram message. Yeah. That I received from Marissa herself, a.k.a. Sunset City 13, as her YouTube handle name goes. That stated something along the lines that Charles may be possibly released tomorrow. I looked at his booking information, and it doesn't show any projected release dates. So I guess we'll confirm tomorrow. But we're going to talk about the case a bit because supposedly he might be released tomorrow. Also, I'm going to be sharing with you tonight the case information that is now available off the case search website for Virginia State. for Marissa, aka Sunset City 13. We're going to refer back to the live interview that we had with her and her comments that she made in regards to a car accident that she was involved in. She was issued 2 tickets, and she is facing 2 charges in relation to that incident. I'm going to share with you that case info. It is available now for us to look at. So we've got a few things to be sharing. Let's see here. Welcome to all the mods. Let me get over to the comments. Welcome to all the members of the jury. Welcome to all the viewers. We've almost got 100 people here in chat. So unfortunately, I'm not going to have time today to go down the line and say hello to everybody. But I will say hello to some of the people that came in early this or evening, not afternoon anymore. Come on, NJ. See, I'm still getting under the effects of that that little piece of pie. All right, we had Mark Miller in as first in the chat, followed by Roofer. What up, Roofer? Then we had ICU following in third. Welcome, ICU. We've got Sunshinery in the house. Welcome to all my mods and welcome to Sunshinery. Going down the line. Looks like everybody's having a little conversation. We had Angels Don't Fall. Welcome. Mo Own Phase D, welcome. Ocean Wind, welcome. New Orleans Kingpin, welcome. Boober Lee, hello. Shell 97, welcome. Welcome, members of the jury. Bebop, hello. Welcome, Coconut Cult, another member of the jury. We're going down the line. We've got CG. I'm sorry if I said that incorrectly. We've got Decline Host, another member of the jury. Welcome. We've got a Nightmare on Your Street. Katrina K, hello. Baseline Measure, welcome. Yeah, he got in trouble a while back. This is going to be our second update on him. He did have court tomorrow, but it looks like that's been rescheduled. I'm glad I read the case update right now. Going down the line, Mickey's Bag O' Meat, welcome. Actually, I might just make it all the way down. Let's see here. Going down the line. Welcome, Kelly, in the house. Another member of the jury. Welcome, Hate Goes Here. Going down the line. Welcome, Shani. All right. I think I got everybody. If I missed somebody, I apologize, but welcome to the chat. All right. Let's get started, shall we? Let me just kind of clear my throat here. Get some hot chocolate down the throat. Down the pipe. All right. Oh, one last thing. You already heard me e-bag earlier if you followed me on the little baking live stream we did this morning. But I am going to state it once again. I am e-bagging this week for a dono goal of $50, and that is just to host a Thanksgiving weekend party this weekend, which is not going to benefit me. It's going to benefit the homeless of my area here. What I'm planning on doing is going down to my local park and having kind of a barbecue. I'm also going to hand out some goodie bags, as well as some treats to the homeless that may have animals or pets. So just looking out for some people that may not have the best Thanksgiving holiday coming up. Now, they do have a lot of places that will provide Thanksgiving Day dinners on Thanksgiving Day, so I'm going to provide that information as well, and any other information that may be beneficial to anybody that wants to, celebrate the Thanksgiving Day with a nice hearty dinner. But I know they're already going to be doing their own things with the churches and a lot of the community resources here. So that's why I decided to do something on the weekend. It'll be this weekend. We're not going to do anything turkey related, just probably hot dogs and hamburgers and chips and sodas. Like I said, some goodie bags. But most important, like I said, I'll get the info out to anybody that wants it for where they can get a nice Thanksgiving Day meal, all courtesy, no charge. All right. So that's what I'm planning on doing this weekend, regardless if we hit the dono goal or not. If you want to help out, that's what I'm e-begging for. All right. So that's what that little thing scrolling at the bottom is. All right. Now we can get started. All right. What up, Katrina K? Welcome. What up, Knox Carvis? Hello, Decline Host. I try sometimes, You got to. Like I said, always take some time to love somebody, right? Gotta follow my own words. It'd be kind of weird if I didn't, right? All right. Get a little bit of the chapstickity on. So let's start with Action Man. We're just going to get right to it. So just kind of a brief little background story, just in case you didn't join us on our first, coverage of this incident. So pretty much stemming from an incident in September, which was a live stream that Action Man was on. And at that time, when we did the first coverage, we pretty much were like 99.9% sure that this charge that he's facing was stemming from this incident or live stream. So I actually showed it. I showed a little bit of it. I didn't show the part where the alleged victim starts to get attacked by the assailants or alleged assailants. All right. So there's a few other people that are also being charged in this case. But obviously, the person that we're covering is Action Man. Okay. For some of you that may not be familiar with who Action Man is, he's kind of one of the main streamers on the Kick channel or platform, which is another streaming platform, kind of like YouTube. He's also he's not new to streaming. I think he was like a gamer streamer prior and did stuff on Twitch and other platforms. But I know he's kind of made his name back out there with his appearances on these Kick streams that he does. So that's kind of where he's got his claim to fame. He was doing a live stream where he was kind of doing that whole pedo catcher type of live streams, which sometimes they're scripted, sometimes they're not. In this case, it appears that it wasn't. So they met up with an alleged PEDO, I guess you can say, at a local, looks like a grocery store, some type of supermarket. The incident started from inside the store where they met up with this alleged PEDO. And at this point, this is the victim of this case. And then it escalated into the parking lot. And then that's kind of where I stopped the video. I think there's clip channels that have put out, a censored version of that video where you'll actually see the kind of physical attack that this individual received, whether you agree with it or not. Obviously, charges were charged and people are going to court from this incident. So that's where we find Action Man now. Okay. So he was looks like, we're not sure how it went down. That's why I was trying to get some information through my FOIA request, whether he was ever arrested and actually booked. It appears that he was, because we got his mugshot, obviously. Actually, no, that mugshot that I have that I'm showing is not his most recent mugshot. I apologize. That's why I put the FOIA request in, which I don't think I got it in the police report. And I don't know why. So that may be because he never got officially booked. Okay. Based on the case information I think we read on the first update, it may appear that his lawyer made some type of appearance for him and was able to get him released on a bond. And when we first did his first update, we had gone over his bond conditions, which let me just show you the case information. I guess this is a good way to segue to this, which included that he wasn't supposed to be streaming or be on social media. Now, those conditions have obviously changed or been updated because he's been on live stream and he's already stated that he's allowed to at this point. So let's look at the case information. We'll browse through that really quick. Then we're going to jump over and read the police report together, which, like I said, should verify that incident that we all witnessed, or, he live streamed on his own channel, was the incident that led to him getting charged with this charge of, what did we say again? Engaging in organized criminal activity. But before we start, I want to recognize a donation I think that just came through, which sure did. Baseline Measure with a $20 super chat that reads, "Don't acknowledge us, just keep going, bro. Love you, man." Sorry, Baseline, a little too late. Hey, this gavel slam goes out to you. You know I always got to acknowledge all the donators and every supporters. I appreciate everybody. Spam them gavels if you got them, please. All right. And thank you, Baseline. All right. So anyways, let's jump over to the case information. I love you guys too. All right. Share screen. I got a few case informations up. Here it is. All right. So you guys should be able to see this. All right. Excellent. Let me jump over here. So we're going to click here. This is the case number for Mr. Aaron Travis, a.k.a. Action Man. So here's the case summary for his case. I don't know why you guys aren't looking at what I'm looking at. Oh, I think it jumps over. Let me look at it on my phone. I think it's one of those things that when I jump out of it, it jumps. Let me just hold on. I'm behind on you guys for just a few seconds. Let me just make sure I'm looking at the same thing. Come on, catch up. Good Lord, why am I so behind on this thing? Let me go here. Catch up here. All right. All right, I don't think you're looking at what I'm looking at. Okay, here we go. Share this tab instead. Now you should be able to be looking at what I'm looking at. And let me just double check. Yeah, all right, great. You are. Perfect. Here we go. So here's the case summary. So at the top, you'll see me highlighting the offense that this individual is facing. Again, this is out of the state of Texas, city of Austin, county of Travis. All right, otherwise known as Travis County. This is the same county, if this sounds familiar, that Mr. Ebenezer N. Dippenshot, a.k.a. EBZ, is facing his charge from as well. Okay, same county, Travis County. So as you'll see, here's the case events. I think the day that shit got real was somewhere here on October 29th. Because remember, on our first update, we showed, oh, well, I didn't think I got to show it to you, but maybe I did actually. He was actually at a Halloween party that I think Ice Poseidon was hosting. And you could tell he was really nervous because he was on live stream, and I don't think he was supposed to be on it. And he was trying to tell the people that, I got something to tell you, but I can't yet, and not really supposed to be on stream, blah, 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 blah. So I want to say that's when the bond document came out. That's what you see here, me highlighting. And that's where he kind of discusses it a bit too that night about the fact that, he got in some serious shit somewhere along those lines. So again, I don't have a booking photo for him from this incident, so I don't know if he was officially booked or, like I said, his lawyer just made some type of appearance and was able to get the bond paid. And then also the bond conditions, obviously, like I read before, were release upon posting a proper bond, $10,000, NCW/CW, so like no contact with victim, 200 yards, stay away from CW, no uploading any videos, any social media platform and supervision, and NC and no contact with co-defendants. Okay, that was his bond conditions or release conditions. It looks like on the 4th of November is when they modified those. So it says no uploading any video on social media, changed to do not participate in activities or social media that promotes violence. So it looks like they're now allowing him to do social media, but he can't do anything that promotes violence. Otherwise, he is going to be going against his bond conditions. It looks like on the 4th, there was also an order to substitute counsel. So maybe there was a motion or something to withdraw his current lawyer and change his lawyer, or they just substituted a name. I don't know. That's all the information it gives. And then we have the hearing information here at the bottom. So originally we had a hearing scheduled for tomorrow, the 19th, but as you can see here highlighted, that's been canceled. First appearance canceled. Then it says reset. Then we see another date here of December 16th, and this is labeled unindicted first designation, 9 a.m. All right. Judicial, it's going to be at the 390th District Court, Travis County. All right. So let's jump over to the police incident report, which was a FOIA request I had to put in. I had put in the request originally for the police report, booking info, booking photos, and I believe body cam footage, which I think I didn't read the whole letter that they gave me, but pretty much I think they denied me the body cam footage and about half of the incident report just because it is an ongoing investigation. And they quoted some penal code that has to do with ongoing investigations and that does allow them to redact certain things or information. The incident report has been redacted by the police as well as myself. So anything with a kind of a nice clean black highlight over it, that's the police department that's redacted that information. anything with a little ugly red squiggly line over it, that was my redaction. So again, that's why I say don't get in trouble, because all your info gets public. There was addresses and phone numbers for all the individuals we're going to be reading over that I had to redact. And I didn't have to, because this is all public information. I just did that out of the respect of those individuals, okay? So let's jump over to this police report. And let me just jump over to chat really quick so I can see what you guys are talking about. Let me take a little sippy of the hot cocoa. All right. So let's go. This is going to be kind of interesting because I had to download these. So let me see how I'm going to share this. Present. I should be able to do it like this. Share screen. Window. Is it this? Yeah, perfect. Here we go. Let me just check. Oh, sorry about that. We got a Cash App. Thank you so much. Hold on here. We got 2 Cash Apps. And I apologize. That's why my phone is going off. Let me just move this out of the way so I can say thank you to those people. Actually, I'm going to do it out of my little square here because I'm afraid if I remove this. Actually, I can bring it back. Hold on. Remove. There we go. All right. So first off, I want to say thank you so much, ICU, for the $15 Cash App. And it reads... Excuse me, hold on. For the homeless / Thanksgiving party. Thank you so much. So we're going to apply $15 towards a $50 dono goal. And thank you, ICU, for that Cash App of $15. You guys know what to do in chat. Spam them gavels if you got them, please. That gavel slam goes out to you, ICU. And thank you again so much for supporting our Thanksgiving weekend party dono goal. So let me update this banner really quick. And then we did get another Cash App, so I didn't forget. Let me recognize that individual here. But let me update this. Where's the update button? There we go. So that puts us at 50. Oh, wait, technically, baseline, did you do that $20 towards the party? Well, we're going to apply it either way if it wasn't. So baseline was 20 plus the ICU dono goal or donation. That's 15. So that's 35. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. See, we're almost there. I love you all. See, I knew you guys would be down to help, and I appreciate that. You didn't have to. And then we just got another dono. Now, this person, I don't know if they're going to want to stay anonymous because sometimes it has your personal information on here. So if this individual could please shout themselves out in the chat so that I know whether to shout you out or not, or so that I know who you are in the chat, because I think this is your personal info, so I'm not going to shout this info out. But we just got a $25 Cash App, and it says for weekend T-Day party. So we just hit the dono goal and surpassed that. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. And let me update that. So $35, $45, $55, $60 of the 50. So we're going to have an awesome party, and I appreciate it. Because, like I said, this is going to be a party that, and I'm going to be live streaming it, not because I want recognition or anything, just because I don't want people saying that I spent the money on my own Thanksgiving Day party and all that. Plus, it should be fun. You know what I mean? We're going to have a good time with everybody. So, like I said, I appreciate everybody helping some of those that are going to be unfortunate not to be able to spend a good, fun Thanksgiving Day. We're going to make it fun for them. All right. So I appreciate that. So let me save this here. And let's continue on with this update. All right. So I think I go show. There we go. All right. And let me go back to my comments section. Did whoever it was that donated, did they shout themselves out? If one of my mods, if you caught it, please let me know. Bob Pagan, thank you so much. It was Bob. So Mr. Bob Pagan, thank you so much for that $25 donation. I appreciate that towards our Thanksgiving weekend day party dono goal. This gavel slam goes out to you. You guys know what to do in the chat. Spam them gobbles for Bob Pagan, please. Whoa, almost knocked over my drink. All right. Let me just acknowledge to the mods that I got their messages. Then thank you, mods, for making sure I caught those. I appreciate all your hard work as always. All right. Oops. And let me say thank you to this individual. There we go. All right. So let me catch myself up in the comments section. Awesome. Let us continue. So here is to the stage, the incident report. Like I said, a lot of stuff got redacted. Not my fault. Okay, I try my best. It just depends on state and counties. You've seen some of the reports that I've shown have been very detailed. Okay, we've got body cams that we've been able to share, and then a lot of times we've gotten no as a reply because it's an ongoing investigation, or we get something kind of in the middle, just like this, where it's like a yes and a no. It's like no to a lot of this stuff, but here's a little bit so you can't sue us in civil court kind of shit. If you understand what I mean. So this is what I got. But most importantly, because of the location of the incident, it does confirm, obviously, that it was that live stream that, we witnessed and that a lot of people got to witness live from Action Man himself when it went down, which is what obviously caused him to receive this charge that he's facing in court. So let's start. 7 pages. It's just going to start with the brief introduction, which is going to be like the offense charge, the complaints. I think it shows the victim's information. Like I said, I've redacted a lot. The police have redacted a lot of this stuff. What's very interesting, though, is it shows the witnesses to this incident. And there are a few names that I think you guys might actually recognize. And I didn't see them on the video. So I'm wondering why or how they're a part of this case. But I guess we'll find out as we get some more information as the case goes along. So it might be interesting for some of y'all. Not a lot of info, but there's some interesting information. So let's start from the top here. All right. I got to go here. This is going to be, here we go. Okay. And I can also zoom in for you guys a bit. Hopefully that helps. Oops. That was a little too much. How about there? There we go. So let's start from the top. So Lakeway Police Department offense/incident report. Description is assault, bodily injury. Incident status is active. Again, the date that this stems from is 9/27 or September 27th, which was the date of that live stream. So I think that's another reason why we were 99.9% sure that that was the incident that got, Action Man in the trouble that he's facing right now. Let's continue down. Now, the other way that we can verify is if you see here under the offenses section, the offense is an assault. Now, they have this statute here as 2201, open parentheses A, close parentheses, open parentheses 1, close parentheses. In the case information, we've read that the charge that he's facing is, again, engaging in organized criminal activity. So I'm going to plug in this penal code here or statute code and see what that brings up, which I'm sure it's probably going to be an assault charge. So I am going to have to confirm at some point here which charge exactly he's facing. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the one in the case information because, again, the incident report is from the date that this happened, okay, on the 27th. Charges can change depending on when the DA gets involved. And etc. So I'm pretty sure that maybe it originated as an assault charge. And then when they filed the charge in court, the DA went ahead and filed the charge against this individual. Now, there was co-defendants in this case. So maybe some of the other individuals received assault charges or other charges. But it looks like Action Man, I think the charge based on what we saw and just read in the case report is going to be the engaging in criminal activity charge. But I will verify that, or engaging in organized criminal activity. I apologize, which is a felony level charge. Okay. So still very serious for the guy. So it looks like at the original point, they had the original charge or offense as an assault. They show as under Let's see, alcohol, no. Drugs, no. Under weapons, it says personal weapons, but it doesn't say anything else. Let's go down here. So this first little bit of information that you see the red stuff on, the red squiggly stuff is stuff that I redacted. Again, I didn't have to, but I just did out of the courtesy of these individuals. I have a feeling that this might be the individual that was assaulted just by his name and trying to match the ethnicity of the individual that we saw in the video. Again, I can't be 100% sure, but it does show minor injury under injury type. So I'm pretty sure that this was the victim here, okay? All right, now we're going to go to the second page of this report. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Let me zoom in here a little bit for you. All right, so let's start with the top. So this just says subjects. So these have to be with people that are related, either as witnesses or co-defendants. This has Laura Casas. We've got, that says witness. We've got a Brenda Ontiveros. Looks like that's an employee or witness. Justin Wallace looks like an employee or witness. We've got Luis Durante. This shows under the notes, RO of identified suspect vehicle. Registered owner of identified suspect vehicle. So this person might not have been there or might have, but either way, they were the registered owner of the suspect vehicle. Let's go to page 3 of the report. Actually, let me go back, just make sure I got everybody. Yeah. Okay, we did. So let's move on to page 3. Zoom in here a bit for you. We've got another employee that probably was a witness, Jacob. We've got Kinsley, or that's the Rilo Kinsley Brown, another employee witness. Dalen, another employee witness. Unknown, wearing tie-dye t-shirt, brown ball cap, blue jeans. Not sure what their relation is to this. Another unknown, wearing blue t-shirt, khaki cargo shorts, black ball cap. Again, unknown what the relation to this is. That's just the notes with this. Let's go on to page 4 of 7. Sorry about that. Just trying to zoom in here a little bit for you. Another unknown that says wearing light blue polo shirt, gray khaki shorts. Fourth unknown wearing white t-shirt, khaki ball cap, brown jeans. Fifth unknown wearing blue t-shirt, jersey with yellow lettering, black shorts, gray ball cap. Then we have Mr. Aaron Joseph Travis, a.k.a. Action Man. He is a person of interest under the subject type. We've had a J. Cameron Carnicom, another person of interest. Let's go to page 5 of 7. I think those may possibly be the alleged assailants in this case. Again, I can't verify, but definitely said person of interest. We have, this is where it gets a little interesting. We have Austin Tyler Wildman, person of interest, and under the notes it says cameraman for Jay Carnicom. We've got Nick White. I don't know if some of you know Nick White, but Nick White is listed as a person of interest. And we've got a Nate Johnson, which says another person of interest, and this under the note says business manager for Aaron Travis, who is Action Man. So a couple of people's names in there that may not have even been at the incident, but for whatever reason, they are a person of interest in this case. Just shows you the relationship to these people, to the victim. So most of these people are obviously going to be strangers. Shows a few vehicles that were involved in this case, which is a 2011 Toyota Prius, which I think belonged to the victim, if I'm not mistaken, or may not have been, and then a 2015 Dodge that was black. Those two vehicles, I guess, were involved in this police incident report. Let's go to page 6 of 7. I can't remember if there's anything important here. Oh, property. So this is some of the property that they received in part of this investigation. It looks like some cell phones under the property category. Description: a DS1 Samsung cell phone found in the parking lot of HEB. So it looks like maybe somebody tried to ditch a phone and they found it. Who knows? May have been the victim's phone. Maybe it came out of his pocket. Who knows? But it looks like they've got a phone under their property in their property locker room. Number 13 under the notes. All right, let's go to the last page. Again, this is 7 of 14 pages, but this is all they gave me here. So, and as far as the incident report that they were willing to share, here it is. Officers were dispatched to a fight in the parking lot of HEB, which I'm going to assume is the name of the grocery store in Austin, Texas. So there you go. That is the 7 pages of the police report that the DA's office, that police department was willing to share with me, the county of Travis. I will double check on the body cam, but I'm pretty sure they also attached a nice long letter that told me what they denied, and I'm pretty sure that's in there. But if it's not, then I'm going to obviously reply back with just a, hey, you got any body cam footage and can I have it? But either way, I wanted to share everything I got with you. Total transparency. So there you go. Now, I would say I'll be able to provide you with an update on tomorrow's court case regarding Mr. Action Man. But as we read in the case information, it has been rescheduled for December. So we'll have to take that off of the docket for tomorrow. But we still have 2 other cases listed for tomorrow's docket. We've got Old Girls, which is, according to Ski Mask Annie in that body cam footage that we saw last night's girlfriend, has her case. Probably, I think it has to do with their drug court. Maybe she'll finally get released. She's been in jail for a while now. And then we've got Hampton Brandon, who, remember, is now, we just did an update not too long ago on Hampton Brandon, breaking news update, who was just recently arrested in late October 26th, I think, and is still in the custody of jail as he awaits his hearing tomorrow. Okay. So I'll see if I'm going to be able to bring you another update on him. Remember, our update on Hampton also included the video from his actual hearing, from his last hearing, okay, which was not too long ago. As a matter of fact, I think it was just a few days ago. It was this week. I think it was on last week. Was it Friday, I think? But either way, he's got a hearing tomorrow. So that one, like I was able to actually record the last one, I may be able to bring you as a video as well. So I'm going to do my best. I do have a personal busy day tomorrow on my personal side in the morning. But being that we don't have the Action Man hearing on there, because remember, that's, oh shit, yeah, I keep thinking is in Florida. That one's in Texas, because I was thinking I had to be on East Coast time. Hampton Brandon will be on East Coast time, so that might be one I might have to ask a friend or a mod to record if they can for me, being that I might be unavailable at that time. We'll see. But I will get you an update either way, even though if we'll try our best to bring you video. I don't know if I'll be able to bring you video on the Old Girl court case. I think I tried last time and it wasn't available. So on that one, we may have to just wait for the case notes to see what happens as far as an update to see if she got released or not. But yeah, tomorrow's docket was pretty busy. We had 3 court cases on there, but now we've got 2. One got rescheduled to December. And don't forget, we're going to just segue right now too into the Charles Marlowe case update. He may allegedly be released tomorrow, according to the message that Marissa sent me, aka Sunset City 13. But either way, let's segue into the Charles Marlowe case. That's all I had in regards to Action Man. So thank you guys if you were here for that, and you're going to just blast off onto another channel's content or go watch. There's no more football. It's already 10:10. I didn't even know who was playing tonight. Doesn't even feel like a Monday for me. It feels like it's still the weekend. It's weird. But anyways, I think it was a long weekend for me. That's why. But either way, let's go into that Charles Marlowe update. So again, tonight we're going to look at the charges that Marissa's facing regarding this accident that she was involved in. And I'm actually going to play a little clip from the live interview that we had with her where she talks a little bit about it. Okay, so that way we can compare what she said to the case notes now that they're available. Well, also, I'm going to share with you the booking information that's still going to show that Charles is still in jail, just to confirm for you, and show you that there is not a projected release date. So I don't know. I can't confirm for sure if that is going to happen tomorrow or not, just because it doesn't say it on his booking information. But I guess we'll find out tomorrow, because when I go do a search again on the jail information roster, it should show me that that inmate is no longer in custody and what time or date they were released. So, but let's start with the booking information for Charles, so I can just confirm that release date, show you that although Marissa was saying it could be tomorrow, I'm still not seeing anything on here. And I'm not saying that what she's saying is untrue or false. I'm just saying it's just not on here. Okay, so that's why I can't confirm it until just tomorrow, like I said, when I do a search again and I see that he's been released or he hasn't been released. But either way, let me share this with you. And hold on, before I do, I think I saw an anniversary go by. ICU now is celebrating a 1-year anniversary and official OG of the members of the jury. ICU, thank you for all your continued support of 12 months as a member of the jury. This gavel slam goes out to you. Members of the jury, you know what to do. Spam them gavels for ICU, please. And welcome to the OG club. You now should have that OG badge next to you now, ICU. Actually, let me see. Yeah, you got it. I see it. There's the OG badge. Hell yeah. All right. So let's present. Get that off there. Cool. Present this for you here. We'll start with this here. So there's, again, the booking information for Mr. Charles Marlowe from AK Marloweverse, I think is what his channel is called, or something like that. For some of you that may not know who this individual is, I suggest you just go back into the updates we've done on him to go down that rabbit hole. But let me share with you what it says on his booking information. So down here, under projected release date, where I'm highlighting, we don't see anything there. The only information we really have was from this bond date that he had supposedly, or bond hearing that was on November the 7th. This wasn't on our court calendar. I only found out about this through the grapevine. And then obviously I was able to confirm it when I saw that this set date was changed to November 7th. And then they still had him as unbondable. Okay. And then we heard from Marissa on our live interview that there was going to be that bond, or excuse me, another bond hearing, I believe. I think she said it was continued, is what happened on the 7th. Okay, yeah, that's right. So I think the hearing on the 7th was continued. They had a hearing, I think, last week, another bond hearing, and that may have been where they, and that's where in our interview with Marissa, she discussed that she was going to be going there for support along with the father of Charles. And I had asked her if she was going to be testifying or saying anything to the court on his behalf. And she said no, she was just going there just in support, just to sit next to the father. But she's the one that actually had verified that there was going to be a bond hearing. And it was because it was been continued from the 7th last week. So maybe that's where she got the information from, that they were going to possibly release him tomorrow, is where I imagine. But it still says here under projected release date, nothing. But a lot of times these booking information sheets don't get updated. So again, I'm not saying what she said is incorrect. I'm just showing you what I'm looking at here. Just being transparent is all. All right. Just to remind you again of what Charles is facing as far as charges. Hopefully I will be able to share this tab without having to research everything. Yes, excellent. He is facing he's technically facing 4 charges, but from the incident, most recent incident, he's facing 3 charges. But then I learned, which I wasn't aware of until I started doing this case investigation, that he had gotten in trouble the month prior to this last incident, having to do with an incident, I guess, while him and Marissa were in a car and he threw something at her. And now he's facing from that incident an assault and battery charge. Okay, that's a separate case. Then he's got this most recent case, which he's facing 3 charges from. All right, and let me just remind you what those 3 charges were. We've got abduct by force / intimidation. That's the charge up here I highlighted. Again, this is stemming from the offense date from October 25th. We've got strangle, wound / injury results. And we've got another assault and battery on a family member. And then here's the one from September 23rd, where he's got an assault and battery charge. So technically, he's facing 2 separate cases. On this one here, the one from September 23rd, he's got a hearing coming up on January 22nd. Whether he's in custody or not, that's what he's scheduled for, is a January 22nd of next year, 2025 hearing. Now, for the most recent case stemming from the offense date of October 25th, he's facing those 3 charges that I just went over now. Technically, I had his next hearing as December 3rd. But again, it sounds like they had a bond hearing last week, and he may be released tomorrow. But when you go to his case information, as you can see, all they show still are the arraignment hearing that was on the 28th, a bond hearing that was on the 29th of October, and then the scheduled December 3rd hearing at 9 a.m. Now, let's jump over to Marissa. So for that, I'm going to segue into a little clip that I have for you, and then I'm going to share with you her case information that's now available. So let's start with the clip here. And again, this is just from my live interview with her. And this is going to be the part where she discusses a little bit about this accident. So let's hear what she had to say again, just to remind everybody of it. And then we're going to look at the charges together. Now that they've been available, they've been now made available online. And again, this is all public information that all you can access as well. If you want to fact check me at any time, you're more than welcome to. All right, so let's go ahead and play this here.
I work for the landlord. I'm doing housekeeping, so they knock like rent off for me.
Oh,
so
great.
Okay.
That works. Now, you mentioned you were involved in an accident recently. What, if you don't mind talking about that, what happened?
Yeah, so
Are you okay?
not really. I'm devastated that my car is like basically totaled. It's at a towing yard right now. And what happened was I was driving, and to be like very matter of fact, I take benzodiazepines every night before sleep. I do not take them as not as prescribed. I've taken them for several years, like before I go to sleep, and I'm physically addicted to them. And so I ran out of them early because I think Charles got into them before he left. And so I was withdrawing severely from benzos. And so I also have a seizure like issue sometimes. So I started like having basically a seizure. And I know that I can tell the signs of when I'm about to have a seizure because the whole world starts shaking. I don't know if anybody else gets seizures in the chat who can understand this, but like your whole world starts going like this. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I just went to the right and I just crashed into a pole. So.
Oh, wow. Holy crap.
It was terrifying. And like the airbags went off. The car almost lit on fire. It was very scary. So after that, like I got out of the car and they gave me about 12 different field sobriety tests. And I passed them all with flying colors. I wasn't under the influence of any type. So, and I had no warrants or anything. And they're like, what happened? So for that, I just want to let you guys know, the police like felt the need to charge me with reckless driving. So I have a reckless driving court date.
I was just going to ask you if there was any charges, usually something All right, so let's verify what
reckless
she
driving
says.
and property damage of the pole. And
Reckless
I'm gonna
driving
get a lawyer and have
and
those,
property damage.
you know, because I wasn't recklessly driving. That just wasn't the case. So, you know.
So you're saying you got one charge from that accident, which is a reckless driving charge?
Reckless driving and then property damage.
And property damage, and that's why you want the lawyer, is because of the property damage. You're, you know, more
it's because
like
of both charges,
okay.
You know, because I wasn't recklessly driving at all, and like
because your insurance probably should cover that property damage, and that's the reason I asked. So
right. So I should be okay under.
All right, so that's pretty much all I wanted to share on that. So I just wanted to see what she had said as far as the charges that she was facing, and let's verify that. Let's see. So now we're going to be looking at Marissa, aka Sunset City 13's case information having to do with this incident she's speaking about. So let me bring this up to the stage here. So again, it's all public information you guys can access. This one down here is from just another incident from, December 13th of 2023. Looks like it was a traffic infraction of 74 on a 55 speed limit. I think when I looked that up, let me just verify. I think she still had, it says, I think she still's got some fines to pay on that. They found her guilty, and it looks like she got a total of about 114 in fines and 226 in costs. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what it was saying. But again, I can't verify that. But either way, that's not, I just want to show you that that had nothing to do with the most recent charge or case. These two here that you see that I'm going to be check marking here to the left, these two have to do with that incident that she was talking about. So we see one charge of fail to stop scene of an accident, and then a charge of RD-OP improper brake / KES MISD-ACC. So it looks like improper use of her brakes and fail to stop on a scene of an accident. So I don't see a reckless driving or property damage, but I do see an RD-OP improper brake use and a fail to stop scene of accident charge. So she may have just gotten them mixed up, or they may have changed the charges on her once they file the case, which I don't think so. I think she just got the charges mixed up. But this is a class 4 misdemeanor. She was released on a summons. File date was 11/12. Doesn't mean that was the date of the incident. That's just the date it was filed. And she's got a hearing for this on December 10th at 11 a.m. So not a lot of information to share. Let's see if there's anything else here. But just wanted to verify just what charges she is facing. So for sure we can see we have a fail to STP or stop scene of accident -ACC. And then let's go to the next charge. And that one's going to be another misdemeanor, class 1 misdemeanor. And that was RD-OP improper BR /KES. So I'm pretty sure that means improper brakes -MISD-ACC. Let's go to the code. Let me see what this is actually. Code of Virginia. Oh my gosh, I thought it was going to take me to the actual, not that. Okay, let me go back here. I'm going to copy and paste this. I want to read more about this just to verify that it's like an improper use of brakes charge. Let's see. Driving vehicle which is not under control. So although that's not what it says when I type in that penal code, Let's see. Let's just verify it. 46.2-853. 46.2-853. Yeah, that's it. Under Virginia law, it reads, that penal code is driving vehicle which is not under control. Faulty brakes. A person shall be guilty of reckless driving who drives a vehicle which is not under proper control, which has inadequate or improperly adjusted brakes on any highway in the Commonwealth. All right, so she wasn't wrong on that. Looks like she did get a reckless driving charge. They just have it, the way they have it listed, or excuse me, under the penal code, the way they have it, listed under there, sounded kind of different, but that's why I wanted to just look it up this way. So pretty much it's the same thing as reckless driving, just like she said. But what I don't see is anything having to do with the property damage, which may be, a good thing for her. But let's just verify that other penal code too. Maybe that's going to say something about property damage. So let's go back here. Let's go to this first case. So this one was the fail to STP stop scene of accident B.46.2-896. Let me control copy and paste that one. Let's see what that says. Just to verify. So that one states, duties of driver in event of accident involving damage only to unattended property. The driver of any vehicle involved in an accident in which no person is killed or injured, but in which an unattended vehicle or other unattended property is damaged, shall make reasonable effort to find the owner. There you go. So it is pretty much, like property damage. So she was right. So if you're watching, Marissa, I apologize. They just had it listed under a little bit different names. But when you look it up, it's like you said. So property damage and reckless driving. So looks like, and for the people asking body cam footage, I think I'd updated you on that FOIA request. Is I had asked for body cam footage. This was having to do with the Charles Marlowe arrest. I did not ask for any information regarding this incident with Marissa, other than just the public information that we were able to look up is all I have. But in regards to the Charles Marlowe arrest for his last incident, I did put in a FOIA request for a booking information, police incident report, as well as body cam footage. I was denied everything, supposedly because, and it was really weird. They said they had they have a code, penal code, that says they have to give you the information. But then when it's a police investigation, there's these little kind of like subsidiary codes that kind of like can keep them from giving you information. And they presented one that had to do with, and this is where it was weird. It was, if it's not an ongoing case, they don't have to give you information, which makes no sense. If it's an ongoing case, they have to give you information. So I replied back with the fact of my denial of everything, that this case is active and ongoing. So based on what you just denied me on, you should have to give me that information, because you said as long as it's active, you have to give it to me. If it's not active, you don't have to. So I haven't had a reply back. As a matter of fact, I figured maybe it was just because it was a long holiday or whatever. I think I had submitted this before the last holiday, which was the Veterans Day. So I'm going to just, kindly submit another email just asking if they read my reply. But I did ask again to see, if they reconsider, being that based on what they gave me as far as a denial, they should have to give me that information. It sounded weird, but like I said, that's what it was. That was the statute, the penal code they had. So we'll see. But as of right now, I was denied that information. That's why all I have to share with you is just what we can find on the case information and, doing interviews with these individuals. But again, that's why I like the factual information, because just because they say it on the interview doesn't mean that it's correct. Okay. Not calling our people that we interview liars, but you know how we roll on this station. We always like to fact check everything with public records. So, but hopefully that answers your question regarding that. Again, so she's got her hearing, I guess, for that incident or those 2 charges again sometime in December. It was exactly December. Sorry, I got Charles and hers info up here, so I don't want to give you the wrong dates. Here it is. September 12th. Oh, no, it's not September 12th. Excuse me, scratch that. December 10th. At 11 a.m., courtroom A. December 10th, 11 a.m., courtroom A. And I'm pretty sure that's the same for the other case. Let me just double check. Oh, yeah, it tells you right here. Yep. Both of them, obviously, both cases. Well, they're in the same case, but both charges will be heard on the same date, December 10th at, we said, what, 11 a.m.? They let you sleep in a little bit in Virginia Beach, huh? Usually it's like 9 or 8:30 a.m. they have you in there for arraignments. All right. Yeah, that is weird. It's kind of close to lunch, too. Interesting. All right, y'all. So that was pretty much what I had for you guys as far as updates. Just wanted to share that police incident report that we got for the Action Man's case, and then share with you the case information having to do with Marissa, a.k.a. Sunset City's 13's recent incident having to do with this accident that she was involved in. And then, of course, we've got an update possibly tomorrow on whether Charles Marlo will be released. And I believe Marissa was saying if he is, he would be going into some type of 90-day rehab program, which I saw a lot of the comments in chat or for that video were saying, and I agree with y'all if you read my reply, which was that 90 days is not enough for somebody that's, as involved in the drug usage as he appears to be. And I agree. Based on, the criminal history record that I've seen from him, based on the, videos and what I've heard and what I've seen from, other videos about him and his usage with relation to drugs and, with his temper and domestic violence issues, the dude definitely needs more than 90 days is my opinion. So I agree with any of those people that were saying that 90 days was probably just not enough. But either way, it's his life. Hopefully he will be able to get it straight. I've got a lot of feedback from individuals from our last interview that think that Marissa's going to go back to this relationship, although she claimed when we originally talked on our first interview that she would never, ever speak to Charles. And then, of course, she had already told us that he was reaching out to her through prison calls, and she had obviously spoke to him and was going to be showing up for his bond hearing last week to support him. Most likely sounds like they may be getting back together at the time that, he is released or is out of his drug program. And hey, to each their own, do I think it's a healthy relationship based on everything I've seen? No. Do I recommend 2 people that are trying to kick a drug habit be together that are, not 100% kick that and may still withdraw or not withdraw? What is it when you redo whatever it is, like go back into doing the drugs or whatever. I don't think it's healthy for 2 people that are trying to, kick drugs pretty much to be together. It's just my opinion, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, that's their lives. I always try to tell people, I know they put it out there as, supposedly YouTubers or entertainers, but remember, at the end of the day, it's the internet. You don't know what's real, what's not. And at the end of the day, I think we all have our own problems to worry about. So it's all right to be concerned, but to those people that are like so involved in not even just this case, I'm talking about everything from Ski Mask to any of the other individuals we cover. Just remember, man, at the end of the day, don't make it to where it stresses you out. Okay. That's all I have to say about that. Just don't get so involved that it stresses you out. All right. So there's no need to stress out about other people's problems. It's like I said, nobody's perfect. We all got our own problems, things to handle. So don't let other people's shit stress you out. Trust me. Let me handle it. I'll be the whooping boy for all the internet stress. Okay. All right, you guys. But like I said, just my opinion. I'm not trying to tell people what to do. I'm not God here. Just trying to give some friendly advice. That's all I have for y'all tonight. It is Monday. It's already getting late. It's almost gonna be midnight on the East Coast. So I appreciate all my East Coasters staying in with me. Or maybe you're already asleep, and hopefully you hit that thumbs up before you did fall asleep. And I'm about to wake your ass up here in a second. So, no, thank you for everybody joining me this evening. Thank you for everybody that joined me last night. We had some great conversations in chat. Had a very good conversation or good live stream, I think, covering this body cam footage, most recent body cam footage from the ski mask arrest, having to do with the night that he threatened acts of violence on both of his parents. Just in case you didn't see the community post update that I shared from the Taylor Love channel. Taylor Love was so kind to do a pretty much a little investigation of their own in regards to this most recent, what's the best word to use here? I guess most recent allegations or stories that Ski Mask has made regarding a incident of him supposedly being arrested and chased by the police and had his arm broken by the police and blah, 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 blah. Well, it appears that she made some calls or emails to the police departments in Tulsa County, and they have verified that, no, there was no incident of that sort. So that has been debunked, as I had said and guessed. Ski Mask was just, of course, as he always is, full of 100% bullshit. Okay? So just in case you missed that, it is up as a community post on the Njcourts TV channel. I also posted a beautiful picture. And as a matter of fact, hold on, stay there. I'm going to show it to you here on live, just in case you missed it. I want to show you in the flesh of my awesome no-bake dessert. That I made this morning on a little cooking/baking live stream with Chef Njcourts, part of our cannabis cooking series. But here it is, ladies and gents. Actually, let me tilt my laptop down a bit. Now, it is missing a little slice, of course. That's why I started the stream so late. Took a little wee nap, if you know what I mean. But let me take that. Again, this camera on the laptop doesn't do it justice, but it came out really good, man. No bake. And again, that is a cannabis butter infused crust, which you can taste it, but just the perfect amount. You know it's in there, but it doesn't taste bad. It tastes delicious. And I must say, although it's probably not natural pumpkin mix, this little whatever it was in the mix that we whooped with some milk, it's fucking delicious, man. So I totally recommend the no-bake pumpkin pie jello kit that was available for $2.99. I think they're $3.99, but hopefully you can get it on sale like I did for $2.99. And all you need is sugar, milk, and butter. You don't have to use cannabis butter, of course, but we did in this case. All right? Oh, it's hella good, dude. I'm telling you, I kind of want another slice tonight, but I've already pigged out earlier, so we'll save it for mañana. A slice a day keeps the doctor away. But yeah, that's some good cannabis-infused pie right there. Maybe I'll make a few of these for the party on Saturday. And don't forget, that's going to be live stream, so I'll go out and get all the stuff, the cooking stuff and barbecuing stuff on Friday. Maybe I'll do that as a live stream. But either way, we will have a party this weekend. It's probably going to be Saturday, maybe Sunday. at a local park, depending on the weather, but it will be this weekend. And we're going to take care of our homeless, our unfortunate that may not have an opportunity to celebrate a fun Thanksgiving week. So we'll see. Or what I am going to do for sure, if I don't do these, is I am going to roll a bunch of pre-rolls, and I'm going to put them on the goodie bags, only for those that are over the age of 21, of course. Oh, yeah, this was definitely, if you eat a slice of this, you're definitely taking a nap. Like, I think I have a pretty good tolerance, and it knocked me the fuck out, man. And honestly, I think we had measured, what, 5.5 tablespoons of the butter. We just used all the last of my can of butter. The recipe called for, I think, 4. And we added an extra tablespoon and a half. But either way, I think I measured more or less. It was going to have a total of the whole pie, 150 milligrams. So I think I calculated each slice to be between 50 and 20 milligrams. So it doesn't seem like it'd be much, but you got to remember this can of butter is pretty potent. Okay, I made it out of just straight nugs, not any of the sugar leaves or anything like that. It was straight nugs that I made this can of butter out of. And I think it's pretty strong because, like I said, that one slice knocked me out. So did Dobbs try and get some? No, hell no. I saw when he did come. That's funny. You saw that too. Yeah, I think it's just the way edibles are, man. Definitely when I do edibles, I am not going to be doing anything for the rest of the evening. I was even lucky that I got up to even do this live stream. But like I said, I got the instant report. I didn't even notice I got the instant report till like 2 hours ago. You know what I mean? So I was like, fuck it. We're going to roll with it, especially because I was assuming tomorrow was going to be the hearing. And I'm glad we checked the case information and found out that they reschedule it. You know what? I have noticed, remember when we looked at the EBZs? They reschedule like crazy in that Travis County. Because remember, EBZ is going through the same court system in Travis County. And he's already been rescheduled like 5 times. So I guess in Travis County, it's pretty easy to reschedule or cancel your hearing is what I'm assuming. Because like I said, we've already seen how many times EBZ is rescheduled. We'll see if it's going to be the same for Action Man. Hey, Token, I have a family member not an immediate family member, but I have an aunt that actually uses gummies for her sleeping habits. And, she prefers them over the medication that they suggest she takes to go to sleep. So, yeah, I may try those. Because like I said, most of you know, I suffer from a lot of fucked up shit in my sleeping, but maybe I'll try the gummies. All right, y'all. I just wanted to share with you the little bit of the good stuff. Again, if you want to catch that recipe and watch us do it live, again, don't go in the live section. Go into the regular video section, and you'll find that live stream already pre-recorded there. Realistically, the pie just took me. It just because I already had the other ingredients, just cost me the price of the kit, $2.99 plus 50 cents at the dollar store. For 50 cents, you get 2 of those pie pans. So I even got an extra pie pan to make my next pie with. So yeah, not a bad deal, man. Makes 8 slices for $3, especially the way food is priced right now. So. But like I said, you don't have to add the cannabis butter, but it sure makes it a lot funner. All right, everybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday night. We probably will see you tomorrow with some court updates. If nothing's too interesting, I may just update you guys through the community post. Most likely, I'll probably do a live stream. We'll see if I can get you any video footage from the Hampton Brandon hearing tomorrow. And don't forget, we also have Old Girl, Ski Mask's alleged girlfriend that he claimed on the body cam footage, has her drug court hearing tomorrow. So we'll see if she might be released or not, being that she's been in jail for a while now. And she is bondable. Don't forget, if Ski Mask was in jail, he'd be calling her to bond his ass out. But of course, he ain't going to bond out his girlfriend, right? Anyways, peace and love, everyone. Absolutely, Knox Corvus. I love the way you put that. Yes, everybody have a good night. You have a good night, Katrina K. Don't forget, keep that head on a swivel. Check that 6 every once in a while. We'll see you guys probably tomorrow. If we don't, we'll see you for sure over the weekend for the Thanksgiving Day party. Thank you again for everybody that donated towards that dono goal. I really appreciate that. You don't even know how much it makes me really believe, after like just covering so much of this toxicity and dealing with all these fucking haters, it just proves that there are still a lot of good people out there when I see a dono goal like this get hit and exceeded in less than an hour for a good cause. So, like I said, I always do what I say I'm going to do. I will be live streaming that party this weekend. It's going to be a good one. We hit our dono goals, so no excuses. We're going to take care of our homeless and needy and do good shit. I encourage the rest of you to try to do something good. At the very minimum, like I always say, take some time to love somebody, even if it's your motherfucking self. All right, my people, have a wonderful Monday night. Don't say I didn't warn you. And for those that are sleeping, you're about to get woken the F up. Njcourts! And actually, hold on. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, nope. It's officially out! Ran out of air on that one. Oh, here. Hey, at least I got hey, are you going to say bye, Rio? What happened? You used to be my, co-dog on the, oh! There we go. Oh! I think he wants a pie. I think that was an extra woo for a pie. You guys just want some food is all. Oh, I didn't mean to wake up your kitty. Sorry, Bridget. You guys have a good night. That was Rio saying good night to y'all, and little Dob just came in here too. Peace, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Njcourts is officially out of here.